are you all doing this morning? I hope that your day is off to a wonderful, fantastic start. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. Even if this is not your first time here, you've been here a time or two, but you have still not yet hit that subscribe button or click the little bell, I absolutely invite you to do so. And don't forget to go and follow me over on Instagram. If you enjoy talking about makeup products, favorites, fails, testing new makeup, things like that, then I hope that you guys will hit that subscribe button and click the little bell. So let's go ahead and let's get into today's video. We are talking about my favorites for the month of March. I feel like I'm finally on time. I feel like January and February were a little late to the game, but March. Like, hello, girl, hello. March is here, and I'm so excited to tell you about the products that I have absolutely been loving. So go ahead and let's buckle up. So I have 10 products to talk about. I try to keep them under 10 and under when I'm doing monthly favorites. So that way I can just keep things concise to what I'm liking. So that way I'm not sharing 15 products, 20 products, and making you guys feel like you need to go out and purchase them. These are like the top things that I think are worth the money. So first up is going to be these LYS lip liners. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. These are relatively cheap. They are so creamy. It's a wooden pencil. I have a love-hate relationship with wooden pencils. I like that I can sharpen it to what I need to. I like that it's in like a wooden container. I don't necessarily always like the ones where you have to sharpen and it's in the plastic. That just drives me insane. But it's very nice. It's very pigmented. It also has a very good longevity, come on. Good longevity and staying power. And these are like $14 or $15, something like that. And they are just so incredibly good for what they are. And you get these at Sephora. They're probably one of the cheapest, probably not like the cheapest, but there are one of the cheapest. This is one of the cheapest brands. These are absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend them. Next up is going to be this bronzer from Laura Mercier, the Tinted Moisturizer Bronzer. I was pleasantly shocked at how much I was going to love this. First of all, I don't like the application. I don't like the applicator. It really just drives me insane. I like something that's more in like a stick or like a component you can dip a brush into. But this is very beautiful. Now I will say that this is indeed going to be warm. It's a bronzer. You're not going to get any cooling with this. So don't go in expecting to do something contour-like. This is definitely like a very nice cream bronzer. I really like that it has like a nice sheen to it, as you can tell, but it's not glittery. It just feels like it's just so hydrating, like a tinted moisturizer would be. I mean, tinted moisturizer bronzer, hello. But like, it's just so creamy and like you see that? It's just, and it has the perfect shine. It builds up wonderfully. Like I have no issues if I go in and try to, build it up some more to really get some more pigment. So if you're somebody where, you like to go overboard on the bronzer, or if you're somebody where you like to put on the bronzer first and then go over with your foundation, this is a great product. And again, that shine is so beautiful, and the shine is there without it emphasizing any of your textures or pores. Next up, also in the bronzer category, but not, this is definitely more of that like contour. These are the Milk Sculpt Sticks. They have like also like, as you can tell, it's definitely more cool toned. They have the, I have it in the shade Baked. That's more of like a bronzer. This is definitely more for sculpting. And I love how creamy it is. It stays really nice, really pigmented. It kind of has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it is very pretty. It sinks right into the skin. It blends out beautifully. Whether you use a sponge, whether you are using a brush, no matter what technique you are using, it's going to blend out beautifully. If you're somebody where you like to take the brush and then, pick some up and dab it on, that works great for that too. If you like to just put this on, fantastic for that as well. Or if you're somebody where you like to take the sponge and put it on, that works great. You can put it on the back of your hand and pick it up with a brush or a sponge, whatever it is, and that works too. It's so versatile. It's so easy to use. I absolutely love this. The only complaint I have, and this is literally my only complaint, is, you still get a lot of product. Interesting. You get a good amount of product, but I just wish it was bigger, because I just keep reaching into this over and over and over again. I know I've had to have used like a pretty good amount. Let's go ahead, let's move on into the blush category because I had a pretty successful blush month, I will say. So the blush products that I'm really enjoying, the first one is these Charlotte Tilbury Nat Wands. These are very, very pretty. You know, they do the same as like the bronzer portion of it. I will say, I think you can get a very nice pigment. But you can also really sheer it out. I will say I'm really fair, so when I sheer it out, you know, it still has a good punch. I got the two lightest. I didn't get the darker one, but I don't know how well these will be for deeper skin tones. I have no idea. So you might want to know, you know, how well these would look on deeper skin tones, if these are a good option. I hope that she does expand it more to include more shades for like deeper skin tones, things like that. It's a luxury brand, so I don't know if that will be happening, but I really, really hope that she does. These are really beautiful. As you can tell, they are definitely really nice, really matte. It just sinks right into the skin. I feel like it almost looks like it is my skin. Hello. See, can you, there we go, focus. Like it just looks like it's a part of, like that's just the color of my hand. It's very, very beautiful. The next blush is from Danessa Myricks. It is the, what are these called? Yummy Skin something. Like powder balm, whatever. So this is such an interesting formula to me. So it goes off like very cream, right? Like very, like this would be like a cream. Like you would just kind of dip your brush in. It would be a cream. And then, you know, you put it on, you sheer it out, build it up if you would like. It blends out really easily, like no issues. Here's the thing that like really wows me about these is then it turns into a powder. Like it feels like a powder. It feels like I put setting powder. Why does that sound weird? Why does setting powder sound like that's not a word? Setting powder? Hold on. Loose powder, loose finishing powder, like a, yeah, no, I guess a setting powder is what it's called. That's what it feels like I just put on my hand. Like here it feels kind of rough, you know, like a hand. And then here it feels very smooth. Like I'm talking smooth. Like it just feels so smooth. This is a great product for under makeup or over makeup. I know a lot of people are like, ooh, creams over makeup. I know that can be a thing. Some of the cream blushes are really made to go over makeup, and I think this is one of them. And I love the color choices that she has. I only purchased one, but come Sephora VIB sale, I will be purchasing a lot more. I really, really, really enjoy these. Honestly, out of the three blushes that I'm talking about, this is probably my favorite out of all of them. So that brings us to our last blush. These are the Haus Labs blushes. These are so good. I really, really like these. I do like that they come out fairly pigmented. And they blend out very, very nicely. But you can, again, you can really sheer them out, or you can go ahead and just keep building up. And I purchased two shades, and honestly, they were like the two shades that I had gotten from Too Faced. It's wild. But this is also a really good powder formula. It just kind of smooths over my skin, which I really, really personally enjoy. I don't know what, like Haus Labs revamping is what everyone needed. That's what we needed in our life, was for Haus Labs to revamp and just like come out with these amazing products. And I'm so glad that they did. This is such a beautiful blush. Again, it just smooths. It's just like, okay, because like here's my hand that has nothing on it. Pores, wrinkles, lines. And then you have this over here. And it's really hard to like see all of that texture. And it does the same for the face. It's honestly, it's super incredible. I do like the Danessa Myricks one a little bit more because I like that it's a cream, but you can set on top of powder as well. This one's probably only going to be, you know, for on top of the creams. And you get 11 grams. So that's a pretty decent amount as well. So my last category is going to be eyes. And I have 3 different eye products that I am obsessing over this month. Like I'm wearing a good portion of it. Okay, I'm wearing one of them today. Not a good portion of them. I'm wearing one of them today. But these are things that I have been reaching over and over again. You've seen them debuted in a ton of different videos, and I can't get enough. The first one is going to be these Kaleidos gel eyeliners. They're like a multi-chrome. Oh, I love these. This is an eyeliner that really, first of all, catches your attention. Like, it catches the light perfectly. And then what I really like about these is I have tried other like duochrome eyeliners, and it just feels that once you put it on, it's literally just like so monotone. Like, you can just, it's like, oh yeah, it's only like one color. I can definitely, it may be harder to see like on camera, I'm not for sure. I mean, maybe, but this one has like a green, blue, teal type of shift, and you can actually see that in person. And when you put it on, it's absolutely amazing. I use these if I'm doing a look and I would like a little like doop, doop, you know, just to add a little extra something. You can use it as a liner, you can use it as graphic liner, whatever it is you would like to use it as. This is phenomenal. All right, hi. So I am including a single eyeshadow product that's not like actual eyeshadows, right? Like, I love Gimme Glow singles, Clarity singles. I like single eyeshadows. I don't necessarily always reach for them. I just choose a palette. But like doing like a Super Shocks or Jelly Much shadows or just like anything extra outside of like a palette, I literally probably not going to be reaching for it. So when I say I know like this is going to be shocking that I'm just like running by these, I mean it, running by these. This is from Unearthly Cosmetics. These are the I don't know what they're called, Unguly loose pigments. So it's just like a loose pigment. I apply them, I put a glitter glue, and I tap over it. This has 2 grams of product, and it literally just feels like a lot of product, but these are beautiful. I have 3, and just, do you see that like shift, like the dimension, just like everything? And then look at that. Okay, imagine that on your eyes. Listen, and you can see the shift and everything. I'm here to tell you, when I wear these, I get the most amount of compliments. You know, like before I would be like, yeah, give me glow shadows. Like, I get so many compliments when I wear their shimmers. They have great shimmers as well. Don't get me wrong. They are great, but they are not this level great. Like this is incredible. Again, I am recommending a single product. I literally will go put the like, you know, a Super Shock or whatever up in my little drawer for singles and forget about it. I will 100% forget that they even exist. These I am making sure I am keeping out on my makeup desk, and even when I'm not, like even if I go and put it away, I instantly remember these, and I'm just like, this would look great. I only bought 3 because I didn't know if I was going to like them, because again, I'm just not much of a person who really likes singles. So I was like, oh, I'm probably not going to really get a lot of use out of them. Even 3 might be too many. I need to go order more. I have to go order more. They are so pretty. And the amount of compliments from literally everyone, even complete and total strangers, are just so good. This last one, I know, okay, don't come and murder me, okay? I'm just trying to be honest with what I'm loving, okay? And I know. But this is the Pat McGrath Labs. This is the Mothership Velvet Liaison. This is part of their Love collection. This is the all matte one. There's 6 shades. I know it's like $65 for the 6 shades, but the pigmentation is there. I put a little bit, like I lightly went in with this shade, very lightly, and just added to it. It's so beautiful. We can add more, right? Like there's no rule that says you can't add more. So I'm just going to go into here. I'm just going to pick a little bit more up, and I am just going to add it. Like it's beautiful. It is perfection. And I'm really getting more into like, you know, matte eye looks, especially where I can just throw bronzer in the crease on like my day-to-day activities. You know, before I would sit there and get like 100% just like completely, totally ready, decked out in a whole look to go to work or whatever. And now I'm just like, I really want to be able to just throw one shade or maybe like a couple matte shades onto my lids. And this gives me that. And again, it's pigmented. The quality is there. I have no issues. I know it's Pat McGrath. I know it's expensive. I can already hear you guys yelling at me, being like, what are you doing? Why are you recommending Pat McGrath? I know, I'm sorry, but that's really good, okay? So that is it, talking about all of my favorites that I loved in the month of March. Let me know down below, what are some of your favorite products you were loving for the month of March? Are they, even if they're older products, what are things that you are still just like, I can't stop using, they're so good? Let me know all of that down below. If you did enjoy this video, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys have subscribed if you have not yet already. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye!